Hello students, I am Mrs. Giroux. I am your new digital photography teacher. Some things are going to change a little bit, but not much.
Let's just take a look at the class so that you're not feeling stressed about it. First of all, on the homepage, you'll notice a new announcement. What's new? I am. And this video that I'm making right now is going to be posted right there. And let's go into the content because that is where the meat and potatoes of every class is. If you ever have a question, you know to go into the content and find the answer, right? So not much has changed. We still have the same Start Here folder. I've added my contact information in there. Isn't that helpful? Lots of good resources. The course materials folder hasn't changed. Still has that same old syllabus in there. The Class Connect recordings is still there with Ms. Jones' recordings, and you still have Unit 1 and Unit 3 and Unit 4. So if you, and Unit 5. So if you're behind and you haven't done your units yet, get your buns in there. Let's get going. So the one thing I did do that's a little bit differently is I posted the directions to the assignments and what to do outside of the Dropbox instead of having an attachment because I like to just go in and be able to see what I need to do. So you will find that Dropbox is still there with the directions, okay? Just no more attachments. Okay, so we're here. We're going to be talking about Unit 7 today, and the really cool thing that we're doing is we're still going to attend Ms. Jones' class together because she is a photography major, so it's her specialty. And she has a lot, I noticed in the recordings that I've watched of hers and the class that I attended last week, that she has a wealth of knowledge, and I wouldn't want any of you to be deprived of getting that from her. So plan on showing up to her class today. I will email you the link, or there'll be a Class Connect, and you'll come and see me, and then I'll give you the link. Whatever works. We're all gonna get there somehow, right? All roads will lead to Ms. Jones' class today at 11:30. So what's a little bit different now is that you'll notice that you're still going to do your Unit 7 lessons, and I recommend that you do it open book so that you have the quiz open in one browser window, the lesson open another, and you find your answers. You don't guess, okay? Do them together like open book quiz. Then you're going to have a choice, okay? You can do that Unit 7 assignment, and specifically that's a portrait assignment, or you can do bokeh photography, okay? So some of you might have a DSLR and you want to learn how to use it and do some of the tricks of the trade. So we're going to be incorporating those choices for you. They also have apps for cell phones, Androids and iPhones alike, where you can do bokeh with your cell phone. So one of the cool things about this choice assignment is that you can actually do both and get two for the price of one. So you can create a portrait that has the bokeh effect in the background, and that would be pretty cool too. All right, so there are some changes to the way that you're going to submit things in this class. We're not going to use a Dropbox from here on out, except for when you submit your final Spark portfolio. So you are going to be posting your work directly to your Spark portfolio starting now, okay? And then the authentic piece here, okay, because authentic means that we're doing it for a purpose. There's a reason and a rhyme behind it. You're not just submitting it to a Dropbox for me. Like, I like looking at your artwork, but when I take an art class, I'd be totally bummed if nobody in the class ever saw my work except my teacher. I'd be bummed if I never got to see any of my other students. Like, that's part of the fun of sitting in an art class, is that you get to see what everybody's doing. It's so cool. And then you have critiques and you talk about it, right? Yeah, so that's what this piece is. This is the authentic critiquing piece. You're going to exhibit your photography on the Google Slides presentation. So when you click on that, you'll notice that there is a living slideshow that you all have access to edit. And you're just going to go ahead and start at the top, and you're going to add your slides. There is a video just below this that's going to explain everything about using Google Slides and the expectation. I'm also going to go into a little bit of detail about what makes a good portrait and the bokeh effect. And as I was saying, you can do your portrait with the bokeh effect, which is that cool blurred background, right? Where your subject is sharp and the background is blurry. Don't y'all love that? So for this assignment, you can do both, okay? And you can play around with lights and all kind. It's just gonna be awesome. Okay, then this is the video I was telling you about how to use Google Slides. So please click on that because I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail about portraiture and bokeh. And then you'll notice that you're going to have things in folders now. So that quiz and readings is going to be in one folder, and that's this stuff right here. Your Unit 7 portrait assignment, if you choose to do that. Those directions are right here. it says to choose 1 to 3 portrait shots for your portfolio. So you don't have to do 3. If you just have one really good portrait, I'm be tickled pink. You don't have to oversubmit for me. You don't have to, yeah, I'm good. If just one shot turns out awesome, that's great. If you have a couple of amazing ones, good. Go ahead and post them both to your Spark video portfolio. Also, it says head on down to the alternative bokeh assignment, learn how to get that soft blur effect in your background. All of these shots right here are student work. Students did this work, and they incorporated the bokeh effect in their portraiture. So yes, you can do it too. All right, and then the last assignment folder is for the alternative assignment, bokeh photography, okay? There's directions. You're going to watch the videos below. Take your DSLR with you, your digital camera with you everywhere you go, and just be on the lookout for things that you can get up close to. Make sure you watch this video, how to use Google Slides, because I'm going to talk to you about the bokeh effect and how you get that, okay? So watch that. So you're going to start practicing getting that bokeh effect as soon as possible so that you get some good shots throughout the week, okay? And pick 1, 3, 1, 2, or 3 for your Spark and to post to the Google Slides presentation, okay? So those are the short videos. They're like 5 minutes long. Yeah, so this last one right here is not even a video. It's best apps for creating bokeh effects on phones. So this has some phone apps for bokeh if you decide you want to do that. But you could also search up your own. I mean, obviously this list is not comprehensive at all. So just go to your app store on your phone and type in bokeh app and you should get something coming up for you. It's going to work similarly for the rest of the weeks to come. We're going to have, for next week, we're going to attend Ms. Jones' class again, and you're going to have choices. You can do the landscape assignment for Unit 8, or you can do light painting. And so for those of you who are wondering what light painting is, boom, that's light painting. So do you want to learn how to do long exposures in the dark? Doesn't that look fun? Yeah, you can get the whole family involved with this one. Very cool stuff. And the weather is just perfect this time of year for being outside when it's dark and doing some light painting. And then for the landscape, I want you to really think about making sure that there aren't telephone wires and poles obstructing the view of the landscape that you decide to shoot, if this is the genre that you'd like to choose for that week. All right, you need to take a drive with your family. It's a great excuse to get out. Go find something scenic that you can get a gorgeous shot of, and pick the right time of day so that the lighting is exquisite. Sunsets, sunrises are usually the best time of day to get pictures, so be thinking about that as you plan your shoots. And then we have Unit 9, and a very similar setup. We're going to attend Ms. Jones' class that week. You'll have a choice. You can do the action assignment, or you can do black and white with a splash of color. So this is where you're going to install GIMP, and many of you already have GIMP and you might already know how to do this. So maybe you want to do an action shot so you can push your edge and throw in black and white with a splash of color on your action shot. So these are examples of action shots, and yes, this is student work again. What are the visual cues that tell you that there is action happening, that this is not still photography? So you want those visual cues in your work. And then this is the black and white with a splash of color. Now, I don't know if any of you had class with Amata last year, but Amata graduated and she won 3rd place in the Utah Digital Media Arts Festival for photography. Gorgeous shot. And these are just some other fun examples. You know, we did this around Halloween last year. So tons of potential there. So just remember, you're always posting your work to your Spark portfolio, and you're always posting your work to Google Slides. Your work is due on Sunday, okay, of each week. So if you get your work posted on Sunday, then on Monday, your assignment is to come in and take a look at everybody's work and have authentic communication and collaboration about your work. Post comments, okay? So yeah, remember there's that video that shows you, video, how to use Google Slides, okay? That's this week. Make sure you watch that. Last thing I want to tell you is that your portfolio is not due on the 13th. It's due on the 6th, okay? The 13th is too late. We go to break on the 15th. That's not enough time for me to watch all of your portfolio videos and get authentic feedback to you and give you time to change something or fix something if it's not right. Or for those of you who are always late, that doesn't give you any time to be late and for me to chase you down. So yeah, portfolios are going to be due August 6th. It's not like that's going to change anything because you already are submitting your work to your portfolio, right? If you're not, this is the week to get that started. When you click on Spark, ding, when you click on that link, let's see what happens. Okay, get started now. You get started now. First thing that pops up you're gonna sign in. So if you have an email account or whatever, get your account because it saves your videos. You can go back and edit them, okay? And yeah, all my videos are there. So let me just go ahead and log into mine. Yeah, here they are. Like, here's the little portfolio that I created just the other day. It's really short. I've got little videos that I've made. I also have another login that's not my teacher login. You can make videos on your phone. It's really cool. But when you go to click add to start a new one up here, okay, so no, don't watch that video. You're just gonna have to trust me when you do quick get started now when it's your first time going into Spark. There's gonna be a quick instructional video that'll show you how to do everything. And it's actually quite intuitive. I know teenagers today are gonna do great on this, but if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out and ask because you know I'm always available to help. Okay, so just a couple of minor changes, not a big deal. We're gonna be fine. You're still gonna get instruction from Ms. Jones. She is incredible and I don't wanna take that away from you. But we are going to meet together during the week at a different time. So I'm gonna find out from you if Wednesdays at 2 p.m. works or Fridays at 1:45 p.m. So think about that. When do you want to meet with me a second time? Because on Tuesdays at 2, we're going to participate in Miss Jones' class so we don't miss out on her instruction. And then Wednesday at 2 or Friday at 1:15. You tell me what's going to work best. We're just going to meet for 20 or 30 minutes. I just want to make sure that we have an opportunity to look at our authentic Google slide presentation and your comments and provide any feedback, answer any questions, you know, engage with each other. We still need to meet a little bit face to face, okay? So let me know when would be a good time today in class. Wednesday at 2 p.m. or Friday at 1:15. Okay, love you guys.